Not really? Hi,
Okay, cool.
everyone. Welcome. Before we started this, Kaylee was wondering if we could hear her munchin' crunchin' some Pizza Hut pizza. The answer is no, and if you do pick up on her chewing and
That
consuming
sucks.
basic
I'm sorry.
food, yeah, it's fine. Get over it. Mute us for a few minutes. You'll be fine. Roger, hi. All right, we have a new person with us this time. I really hope it's actually going to like show that you are underneath my video screen. Sometimes it doesn't, so that's it always looks fun when we go back and I edit and notice just like where are we gesturing? What is happening? It's because it didn't translate quite the way it should. So welcome to the reading sprint for Your Shadow Half Remains by Moraine. Right?
Yes.
Okay. This is the
Yes.
second
Moraine.
reading sprint. I also want to put out, due to family emergencies and a lot happening within the past month, we are so sorry that things have not been the way that they normally are for the crypt. So hopefully
We just
coming,
really appreciate your
it'll be better.
flexibility last month. It's been a little bit in flux. Um, we are working our way back to a new normal. That is one of the reasons why you see a new face here tonight. Um,
Rain.
Roger is somebody who, when we originally started, um, way back when, um,
Almost a year ago now.
we almost a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Had actually brought him on to be one of our part of our mod team, and lovely Roger was off fighting in the academic wars. And we are now happy to announce that Roger is back and 1 degree hotter. Woohoo!
Yay.
Done for the foreseeable future, but we'll see.
Yes,
We'll
yes.
see.
We are very glad to have Roger with us, and back in the crypt. We will have a formal introduction for him um, a little a little later, but we didn't want to keep him uh, from anybody any longer because we're quite fond of him, and we know you guys will be too. So I I know having him around is going to be a good help for everybody. And I wouldn't be like, Roger, come join us if he wasn't going to be a good fit for everyone. So um, yeah, I'm very excited that you're here with us, Roger. So thank you for
Thank you.
popping in.
Is
But
it
yes,
just
I
me?
think it'll. And yes, Harley. We love a good emotional support. Uh, as Peep crawls, I just see Peep crawl into frame. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Were we talking about the melees?
My
I heard we
emotional
were
support's
talking
like
about ours.
right there. He finally settled
Yeah.
down. He was causing havoc. He almost impaled himself on a tapestry wooden dowel a few minutes ago, and then he was like, "That's enough adventure. I'm gonna go lay down." So,
I love it. I love it. But
so glad
yes, so we're in the process of getting everything back um,
to normal.
to a consistent standpoint. May is a bit chaotic in general, which is why we picked Finny for May, because we know we wanted something fun. We wanted something um, with a whole lot of chaos, itty bitty living space. Sunny Moraine's Your Shadow Half Remains, I feel, was one of those great options for that. Um, and it's under 200 pages. So, and the audiobook, I think it's only 4 hours.
I
I think
don't
it's only
know.
4
Libby
hours
won't
audiobook.
grace me with it, so I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a very short. It's a very short audiobook. And it is narrated by the author themselves. So
Ooh,
it's
that's
very
always a
excellent.
bonus.
Oh yeah, it was very fun. It was a very fun audiobook when I got to listen to it.
Ophelia says hi.
Hey Claudia.
Oh yeah.
I forget him in private chat, so I wasn't seeing anything. I was like, let me squish. For next month, very excited. It's going to be Join Us June because Colts. It's also Jess and I's birthday.
Ooh.
So
doing
for
anything fun?
June, we're going to be reading Loot. We already posted the announcements. We've already posted the book. We're on our way for the fun that will be. And then coming soon, we'll have some of the voting to be had for July. If you have suggestions, if you have requests, please send them our way. Let us know. You guys know that we always do a 3-book vote. So that's the other kitty. We do a 3-book vote. So if you have an idea, if you have requests, let us know. We always like doing things that you guys want to read. So it gives us the opportunity to try and reach out to authors and see if we can do more things like Spoiler Soup with Liz. So we enjoy having fun like that. But today we are here for a reading sprint. If you have not done one of our reading sprints before, and you are here for the first time, a reading sprint is a magical thing. We all gather together in neurodivergent chaos to do a Pomodoro method of about 30 minutes reading and about 5 to 10 minutes talking in between. And it's very fun. We do save them to our channel after we are finished live recording. So if you're here with us now, super excited. What's up, present people? If you're here with us in the future or you're watching this again, what's up in the future? Love that. I like to use these in the future once we've watched them. I'll use them to help clean our house, or I'll use them when I am reading longer books or more books that I'm going through and help me stay on a fun little system so that way I can just chunk through them. Everything's better with friends, and everything's better when you can time chunk. Just depends. So this is just another tool so that way we can offer some kind of assistance for you guys while we are going through our books. So you can be like, you know what? I know I had this much time in my day dedicated to that. And any way we can do that for you guys, we love to do it. And it lets you guys get to know us a little bit better too. We aren't scary. We aren't unapproachable. We're people too, and we're also complete. Though we can be knowledgeable, we don't believe. We don't believe literacy should be gatekept, and we don't believe that we are the smartest people in the room. So please join us in our antics and shenanigans because we like to have fun and make friends. So yeah, we're welcome to the reading sprint. First reading sprint for your shadow half remains.
It's the second actually, but you were here for the first.
Welcome to the second reading sprint for your shadow half remains. I'm dumb. What was that about antics? We're here. What's up, baby?
It's okay. If you want to use the first Your Shadow Half Remains reading sprint and go back to it, you got to see me pry apart Nelson, our 3D printed
That's
turtle.
right. I
from
did watch that. I went back and watched it. Nelson's cool.
Yeah. And I was left alone. And so I just started showing everyone the stuff I had bought on Indie Bookstore Day.
Oh, that's right.
I still have to go back and actually watch that part. I've been busy. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So, are we? Who here is reading Your Shadow Half Remains for this sprint? Perfect. Because we got Ken's. Okay. It's okay. So, because I've already read it, I'm gonna hype up real quick. I have a soon to be released that I'm currently that I'm reading between, because it's a bunch of short stories that flow together, and then I have chapbooks that I'm reading for today's sprint.
Hey, Kay,
for me.
are you experiencing some feedback on your end?
No.
Okay. It just sounds like something is also recording while we're talking, and so like I don't know who's doing
It's not
it.
me.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I have from Shortwave, and if you don't know, we love Shortwave. We got some. Oh, and of course, I'm gonna match the wrong one with the wrong one because that's who I am today. We got some. Yeah, I've already read it, so I'm gonna read the Quackery. Yeah, I remember talking to you about it, Claudia. I was really excited. Yeah, Claudia's gonna read Quackery: A Brief History of the Worst Ways to Cure Everything. That sounds dope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna read.
I want to read that.
I'm gonna read Nat Cassidy's chapbooks, I think, today. I'm very excited. There's Generation. I might read one. I don't know if I might read both. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. There's Generation, and then The Art of What You Want. And then I've been reading on and off Ananda Lima's Craft, stories I wrote for the devil. I've really been enjoying this. This has been really good. They're just like interlocking short stories about a girl who, over time, she just keeps re-meeting the devil. Like one night she sleeps with the devil, and then throughout her life, she keeps meeting the devil again in various forms. I've been really enjoying this one. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing today.
I don't know what I'm reading.
That's great.
I finished Butcher and Blackbird this morning, and it wasn't what I expected.
Are you now expecting to go to Sarah Bunsey's bookshop and buy some meme merch?
Right, like now I need to place another order for Bunsey and get Ew David.
Yes, I love that for you.
No,
and then until you go to your fun movie, what are you planning to read, Roger?
I'm reading Psycho for
Oh yes,
the first time, so that's exciting. And I'm liking it a lot. So hoping it stays that way.
That's how I feel about a lot of like classic horror, but then I have to like stop somewhere in between because my personal thoughts, I'm like, oh, okay, they're getting a little worse. I need to stop, which I think is really interesting with modern horror and what we have been reading. I don't have that problem as much, but when it comes to Stephen King or others from like the 70s and 80s, I'm just like, I'm feeling a personality shift. I need to not.
I know what I'm going to read.
Right.
What are you going to read?
I am going to read The Sweet Sting of Salt, I think is what it's called. I forgot I have that now. I know Claudia's read it and said it was really good, and I'm excited.
I'm going to struggle both my way through Your Shadow Half Remains. I am only on chapter 2. Please don't ridicule me. I've been brain rotting on Bridgerton.
It's taking everything in me
time
not to just watch Bridgerton right now.
Respect.
Don't wait until the second half comes out. Trust me.
I'm waiting for it all to be done, like for it all to be dropped, because that's not happening to me. That's not going to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so without further ado, let's get focus up on this screen. Yes, I love this. I love the fan. Oh, I'm so sorry, Roger. You're banished the bird. It's okay.
We've all been the bird.
We've all been.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Okay.
It's the last person who joins. You end up under the bird.
I have to say though, I have never been the bird because I create majority of our streams. So at some point, I will have to be banished when someone decides to open up a stream. Well, no, I'll be the bird. It'll be fine.
Or we can start like a little like alms for the poor, and nobody will have to be the bird.
This is true, but we need more people first.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
We need an audience.
We'll get there.
To
We'll
do
get there.
that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Exactly. But before we start reading, I do want to say we are, because I let Kaylee do all the announcements, which I'm very impressed by. So thank you, because I am not mentally here for everything that you had said. So thanks. Personal stuff, military, being a spouse. Anyway, on May 3rd, we started doing our side read of Dracula Daily, and I will probably put out a graphic in the coming days if you guys want to participate in that with our Discord. We do have a Discord channel dedicated to that, and it's from May 3rd to about November 16th. And you can sign up for emails. You can also do a physical or digital e-copy version, which they are very, very similar. The only difference between the digital, physical, and email version is the email version does not have the memes. So we are doing that side read. If anyone is interested, that's already dedicated. We have some great Transylvanian cookbook recipes from Jonathan Harker, wanting Mina to make him food. But yeah. See, I'm not even all coherent to string that together better. So before I press play, is there any other regards that we have that we need to get out before we read?
I met Juliette Lewis.
Ooh.
That's all I wanted to say. We can go read now.
Okay. All right.
She was cool.
She's so cool. I love her.
I'm going to hide myself and mute, and I'm going to press play. Do we want rain sounds? Or cafe or anything?
It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all.
Dealer's choice.
Rain sounds it is.
say? Where's everybody go? Hi.
I am back. Hello.
And
my-
that is
Yeah.
This is really good timing because I have to head out, but this was good. I'm excited for the next one.
Fun.
Yeah. Bye, Roger.
Bye bye.
thank you for coming. I'm gonna switch this to a different style. There we go.
I
That
want to know
better?
who Sticky Trunks is. Hello, Sticky Trunks.
Hello, hello.
Hi. That's an interesting name.
I'm here for it. I support it.
I say as I'm looking down, reading something simultaneously. So I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts that are not spoilery. I am on, I think, chapter 4 or 5. I'm not entirely sure. But I do like that it is mostly conducted expositorially. Because, like I said earlier in the stream, certain thoughts like make me feel a certain way, or how the book is written, and it's from like obviously first person perspective. Mess with my head a little bit. I really like that this is not doing that because it's written in exposition. Because there's some things that have been said or have been incorporated where if they were said in first person, it definitely would be messing with me, which I feel like gives me a nice little reprieve in terms of catharsis. I'm not mad about it. If only Turtles all the way like this. I've still yet to finish it.
I have to find it.
Are you talking about how like the character says a lot of background information?
Kind of. It's more of like Riley does this, Riley does that. It's written like that in terms of
Okay, that's not exposition.
Why are you talking? Why are you talking?
Whoa, hey,
Why are you talking?
busy.
I asked you.
I'm on a reading sprint. Give me a moment and I will be back with you.
Mama, why are you
Please finish your food and I will be back with you.
Mama?
I might have to end my
you're good. I might mean externally. My point is like it's not like as personal as it normally is. I'm just really, really tired. In the brain
That was
department.
my dip sauce. Well, you did ask. Okay, I'm sorry. Just homegirl straight up stole my marinara sauce. She's so rude.
Oh.
No, I wanted to make sure because you said exposition. You said exposition. I was like, wait a second, hold on.
Nah, I just haven't really been fully here for the past couple of days, so closest word.
Because exposition is more of like the insertion of background information within a story or narrative.
Well, there's a lot of that going on as well, like the description of where she's currently staying and her observations. Yes. It's not from a very personal lens.
Well, and I wanted to clarify because there is a lot of that, and it is important, but it didn't sound like that's what you were trying to convey. So I was like, I want to make sure before.
I like the exposition, and I like how it's being externally presented.
Put her down.
You like the third person narration?
Yes, very much. Because I do not like apocalyptic novels or things that delve into that, as Kaylee can attest. So it's really nice being able to like have that separation.
Yeah.
That's a good observation.
My nerd.
I haven't read it yet. I haven't started it, but you know.
Mm.
Sounds good.
we want another 5 minutes, or where are we at?
All the I think you like omniscient narration. Maybe.
Let me
Maybe
Google.
not.
Hold on. Types of
Because first person's like straight up from one point of view.
Well, omniscience, like knowing things that the character doesn't know and having that explained in the narration. Like, Kaylee skipped to the corner, but little did she know there was a small child around the corner to spook her.
i.e.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, it could just be third, like limited third, right?
I think
I don't want your half-eaten pizza.
the feral gremlin. That's all I hear. Expositorily, probably?
Well, I was thinking maybe quest narrative. Oh, maybe external narrator? Hold on. Maybe external narrator? You just read the words of a witness narrator, which is a role played by a character who tells the story in the third person. Maybe not.
Because I know I write expositorily, and that's pretty much how it is being presented.
Keep using that word.
I said exposition earlier, which is different than expository, which is intended to explain or describe something. Which is common in technical writing.
Busy, stop.
Watch someone flood the comments with answers.
I know. I'm like,
years from now.
I'll be so straight up honest. Things I did not do good at in my primary fields of study. I was never good at points of view,
Mm-hmm.
and I was never good in theater at stage directions. I was like, never gonna get it. Just move on. Just move on.
My thing is, I am used to technical writing and writing through that lens of exposition, expository, and stuff like that. So normally I don't like reading it in fiction, but with something that I have like a legitimate fear of or bothers me so much, I don't know, it's actually making it feel comfortable to me. Because it's not playing with my head. So far. I could be wrong, but you know how reading Turtles All the Way Down, what I think last year you told me to stop because like the first chapter was really getting to me because of that. I still haven't picked it up since.
Maybe. I don't know. I all I know is that some things do things and some things don't. And Daddy opened it so that way Merlin wouldn't turn it on. Leave it open. Leave it. Okay. I might have to beady bop off this reading stream because she's needing all of my attention.
She's what?
She's needing all of my attention.
Uh-huh.
No, leave it open. Daddy does not want Merlin to turn the freezer on. Thank you. The unhinged things, I realize I'm saying. Husband does not want wizard to turn on cooler? So small child, please leave it alone. What? It's fine.
With that, can we go back to reading?
We gonna go back to reading.
Okay.
I am probably gonna dip out. I might pop. Ooh, are you reading? Oh, are you reading?
Whisper Down the Lane.
Whisper Down the Lane. I'm reading
I
Ghost
saw it
Eaters.
on
I'm
my
listening
way
to Ghost Eaters.
Yeah. I went to get a sweet sting of salt, but on the way I remembered I had this from the library, and
Yes.
then I can talk to Clay about it. Hopefully.
Yes. I was really upset none of my libraries had audiobooks of Whisper Down the Lane because that's the one I really want to read. So instead I'm reading Ghost Eaters, and it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. I'm trusting Clay. I don't like grief horror, but I'm trusting Clay. You're like, all he does is write grief horror. I'm aware.
This is pretty good so far. I'm only on page 13 though.
Nice. Hey.
I've already been shocked and went, damn it, Clay.
Okay, before I pop off, Mini Gremlin would like to say hi to everyone.
Hi, Fizz.
Hi, Fizzy.
Can you say hello, everyone in the crypt? Can you say hi, crypt? Just real easy. Hi, crypt. She's very excited to see Kenzie. Aw, Claudia says hi. She's excited because we're gonna paint mushrooms tonight, and we're redoing our hair. So
I dyed my hair specially for Loot. That's what we're gonna go with.
I love it. I'm
Did it
here
for
for
Luke.
it. I'm very
I'm
excited.
gonna have people to talk to about this book. I'm so excited.
I have majority of the graphics for next month prepared. I did that
Yes.
last month. The only thing that we need to do is like our book vote, obviously, and the discussion sites.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll be good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hopefully, it will make way to open up to new content if possible, which
Okay.
would be nice because I haven't been able to do that since we read Carmilla.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do that this week. Okay. But I'm gonna let all of us get back to reading, and I'm gonna pop off. Depending on when you guys end, I might pop back on, but I'm gonna hop off for now so I can spend some time with her.
Gotcha. Give a hug to
All
Fizz for
right.
me.
I will. Bye, guys.
Right.
Let's go back to reading.
What?
Let's go back to reading.
Yes. Mostly because I like I'm not opposed to thin books, and I'm not opposed to books with short chapters. But for some reason, I am still slogging to be only on chapter 4 or 5. So,
But you're doing better than me.
didn't you? Kaylee said she read it. You hadn't yet, right?
No, it's in a box.
It's in a box.
But there's a lot of boxes with books in. So
I know. If I have to move, I know my books with how many that I have now will take forever. So I completely get that. 100%. Right now I have so much manga and I am living my best life, and that's what I've been really reading, not on reading sprints. that's just the level of stress I'm at. Quite can't focus to read long form, but short form and comic. A person doesn't read 10 volumes of manga in a day because they're fine. Needless to say. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You alright?
I'm just very tired. I did a little bit of housework and it just drained my energy. And now I'm like,
I think the reason why I'm not nearly as tired as I was I had coffee. And well, I had two cups of coffee, and I woke up at like noon. I feel like exhausted still, but not like sleepy, not like tired in that regard. Just kind of like what Ellen and I are dealing with, trying to figure out. It's just giving us a new level of exhaustion in terms of stress and stuff like that. To the point where, like, I'm not all here still. Hopefully, I'll be better in the next couple of days. But like, normally I'm a little bit more pieced together. Just a little bit. So yeah. And it's part of the reason why I'm still like on chapter 4 of this book.
and hey, if reading 10 volumes of manga gets you through the day, you read 10 volumes of manga.
Mm-hmm. Also, I made the realization the other day that I probably have more female authors in my bookshelf now because I've been collecting my manga.
Hey.
And I'm not sure if a single one of the people that my manga is written by is a man. I don't think any of them were written by a man.
I only have one, and it was written by a man. It's the Junji Ito one of his.
Nah, I have.
That's not
things...
true. I also have Scott Pilgrim.
Hey,
also written by, but you know.
Kaylee used to have all the volumes of Scott Pilgrim, and I read them when Scott Pilgrim became a movie. So like I remember them, and I really, really like how this series on Netflix changed the narrative for better. Because I rewatched the movie afterward, and it was just so weird in tone, and I'm so glad that the author had like whatever happened to him to have a better outlook on life. I say,
I love the movie because I've never seen anything condense down the main storyline of a 6-volume book series into a cohesive movie so well. They cut out pretty much all of the side plot, but the main storyline, I was like, this is a very good job.
Exactly. And it's part of the reason why I loved Scott Pilgrim for so long. Saying like I still don't love it. I do still love it. As much as a person can healthily, I guess. But I don't know. Like it was really weird to watch the series and then go back because of how much time has passed culturally, socially, and with the author and where he wanted to go. And because we all know like Negascott exists, but he took that idea and ran with it and committed to it more, and the way that he presented it in the series was something that I'm really glad we got, and I'm being very, very vague. And I'm like how different it is from the movie, so you can still appreciate both of them without consuming the same exact media. Because if I remember correctly, it like alternate timeline separated itself, kind of.
I don't necessarily want an exact replica of something else. Like, I've read the book. I want to see how this story is translated to screen because they're very different mediums. Obviously, there's core things that you want to stay the same, but I've never been someone that needed everything to be exact because it's my snobby answer is I understand what the word adaptation means.
Yeah. I'm a person who really has a passion of reading the book and then watching the adaptation and seeing what's the same and what's different and what works and what got translated appropriately. Like my favorite adaptation will always be Good Omens because it's like 95% accurate to the books within reason. And some of the changes that they made work more in favor for the television series than they did for the book. And like one of my other favorite adaptations, and you have to love it separately, is Ready Player One. It's a little bit different than the book in a lot of ways, but same goal, same plot, just gets there a little bit differently.
I think one of my favorite examples is Constantine. Like
Mhm.
I love Hellblazer, the comic.
Mhm.
So good. I have them all in the collected editions they've been bringing out. And the movie, at first glance, seems completely different. Like they cast an American actor who has dark hair. It's set in New York when the majority of Hellblazer takes place in the UK. He does travel, and he's a blonde Englishman. But the thing was, they kept the tone
Mhm.
and the character spot on. Keanu was a great John Constantine. Like, fantastic. They didn't need to do anything else.
Exactly. It's kind of like how this is a mixed opinion, but this is my opinion. It's like how Batman movies in the 90s and early 2000s had a very comic book feel and element and visual aesthetic to them that worked in the favor because, yeah, they were adaptations of Batman, but they kept a lot of the same plot and who these characters are and what they're supposed to be consistent. And so you don't really like get lost unless it's like a specific adaptation of a specific comic book that they are doing, like storyline. Like that's more Marvel in my opinion, but like it's a great adaptation because you know what you're going to get. You still get the same villain plot lines and you still, you know, understand some expectation of what you're going to see. That doesn't really deviate. I find it now with Batman and Batman characters that there's more deviation now, i.e., like the Joker movies with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix. I have no idea what's going on over there. I'm going to be honest. But like sometimes for adaptations, I just really like the aesthetic of them over what they cover. And that's what I mean specifically by bringing up Batman. I lost myself a little bit somewhere in between the explanation. Mostly because I couldn't stop thinking of Catwoman's suit.
Excellent. That was an excellent movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna go back to reading. Okay. I'm gonna hide myself and turn the timer back on.
Sounds good.
Hello.
Hello. I actually am gonna have to head out because I didn't realize the pharmacy closes at 8, not 9, and I gotta pick up something.
Yeah, that's completely fine because I might have to go make some dinner
I should probably do.
myself. Dinner in quotations because my husband and I sleep on a different sleep schedule. And I might be having chicken and salad tonight. I don't know. I gotta go figure out how to cook chicken again. I know how to cook chicken. I'm just tired. I know not to poison myself. We're good. It's just how I'm going to cook chicken. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
not sure what method I want to use. But I am now at chapter 10.
Hey,
I made progress.
I am
Okay.
thoroughly invested in this book already.
The one we're reading for the crypt or the book?
No, Whisper Down the Lane, the one I started.
Okay.
Really good.
Also, real quick before you leave, I bought a Kindle page turner, pink.
Aren't they amazing?
I love them. Also, I have my gooseneck that I've always had in my desk since we started doing this, but I was able to actually find an attachment to fit the width of my Kindle.
Oh, yay.
So for the low, low price of like $30, I was able to trick out my gooseneck and read in bed without getting horribly cold and uncomfortable.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm going to stop reading now. And go figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I wish you luck getting whatever you need from your pharmacy.
I know. I just got to make it down the stairs and into my car.
I understand.
We can do this. You can make dinner. You can cook the chicken. I can go to the pharmacy.
I hate cooking chicken. This is moral support. Thank you.
Yes.
I really hate cooking chicken so much. Bye. I'll talk to you later.
See ya. Bye,
Bye, everyone.